Let's get in position. See if the live stream is on. Just doing my final checks. Let's take a look. Let's go to the dashboard. Alright, everything seems to be up and running. Alright, let's using my MacBook to gather all the questions. Alright. So we are good to go. Just making sure nothing. Alright, so we have. Alright, so everything is working right now. Anyone watching, welcome to let me also just real fast. Just gonna mute the audio for a little bit. Just gonna mute it. Let me just turn it off. Only for this Q&A. So let's start it off. So who out there watching right now or just joining in, welcome. This is my first ever Q&A live on PlayStation. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm really glad you guys could make it. I'm going to read off all the questions that you guys have written for me, while you can also watch me fail miserably as Spider-Man on Spider-Man PS4. So let us get into the Q&A. So first question up on the board. Let's start it up. Alright, so right off the bat, I got my first question. And also, if you have any questions you want to write, anyone watching the video right now, I don't know if you guys are watching this, I'll reiterate throughout the commentary. If you have any questions, you can just write down in the comments. I am also monitoring the live stream as we speak, so I can see you guys. So as you can see, it's right there. And okay. First question up. Why did I not see this coming, David? Well, I am not watching the Giants game. Actually, I am, because I had to mute the audio. If you want to check right here, I have the Spectrum app. So the Giants, see, I am technically watching the Giants game, so yeah. So I am watching the Giants game, not saying anything bad about them. But anyway, yes, the Giants, they're tied right now. But the reason also I had to get this live stream going too, David, so I hope you understand. Let's see here. God damn it. See, this is the level I always get stuck on. Alright, so that was our first question from the stream. Now let's pull up the questions that everyone has asked me to write. So let's pull it up first. Alright. So we have quite a bit of questions coming in, so I'm going to answer them as much as I can. And if you guys have any questions also during the live stream, you can write them down. As I said, I will have that up on the screen as well. I'll be monitoring both the chat and also the questions that have been written to me. But thank you, David, for the first question. So let us pull up here. Alright. Got only about... Oh wow, that's actually a lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting like 2 or 3 questions, but I actually got 8 questions, so that's a good start. And again, we'll see how it goes. So let's head it over. Okay, here. First question up on the board is from Rachel Hart. Don't know who that is. Rachel Hart says, how did you get started on YouTube? Very good question, Rachel. I started out back in Brooklyn when I was 13 years old. My uncle had a YouTube channel, and he, I guess you could say, was my inspiration to start YouTube. Alright, sorry, I just get really, really frustrated. I am a gamer, you guys know that. But what I was trying to say was, my uncle was the inspiration for me to start YouTube, and I think because of him, I don't think I would have, pursued a YouTube career or actually make any fun out of it, because he was the real reason that I guess you could say I decided to join YouTube, if that makes any sense at all. So I joined YouTube thanks to my uncle, so that's really how I gotta say it. So I unplugged all the wires, sorry. I don't know if I can unplug it now. Oh yeah, you can. Alright, done. Damn, it took me like freaking 2 minutes to do that. But yes, I started on YouTube originally promoting my uncle's channel. He basically got me into it, and from there, I decided I wanted to do my own, and I'm finally playing as Spider-Man. So, let us continue. So, another question from Marianne Swanaway. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. People, I will leave the live stream up for you guys if you can see if your question got answered or not, and if you have any other questions, you let me know. Her question is as follows. Why do you constantly... Wait, what was I saying? Oh, why do you always constantly say peace at the end of your videos? That's actually not a bad question. The reason I say that is because I just say all the time. I tell my friends peace out or anything, and that's about it. I mean, I don't really, have a reason. It's just, it just stuck with me for as long as I could remember. So I don't necessarily, I don't necessarily say that it's a bad thing, obviously. All right, then we got the guard's attention. But, nah, so I just say peace. I guess it's just the way it just stuck with me. That's about it. Next up on the chat, Katie did. He watched Tony Boo's interview. He asks, how long have you been a wrestling fan? I've been a wrestling fan for about as long as I can remember. Back since I was 4 years old. I have been a wrestling fan since I was 4 years old. For the most part, I can't really say anything bad about wrestling. I mean, I've watched wrestling since back in the day, and that's about it. That's pretty much it. I've been watching for, like I said, since I was 4. That's really all I got. I know it's getting boring. I know there's only one person watching right now, and I wish there would be more people that would watch, but obviously, people are probably busy or they just don't know I'm doing it. I did promise it was going to be yesterday, so, and I died of Spider-Man. But continuing on, let's continue with the Q&A. Next up here, oh, I know this guy. Selingo Dingo. Sorry if I said your name. Again, I apologize, guys, if I'm saying your names incorrectly. It's not it's my fault, so I'm sorry. He asks, how come you always post more than one random content on your YouTube channel? And he goes on and says an example. From posting electronic videos, trying to tell us about Apple, to posting wrestling videos, and then to posting other things. Why do you continue to do that? Well, the reason I do that is, believe it or not, it's actually kind of a bad trait, I guess you could say. I just, I always want to make the best content out there for people that want to subscribe to my channel. They want to watch it, and if they want to watch it, then they got more than one thing that they like. So far, I've had pretty good success with the electronics. Mainly, I've been able to gather a lot of people that watch me, and wrestling as well. Basketball hasn't been really working out in my favor. There's a lot of YouTubers that do it, and for the most part, there are more people that do it. So I guess basketball, I'm just taking a break from because I don't think that will work out because not much people are watching it. But wrestling and wrestling, I believe, and also WWE will probably, well, that's wrestling anyway. But yeah, I continue to make the content. I'm trying to get off the topic because I'm trying to also focus on the game. But the idea is just, make as much as you can so people, when they watch you, they can't say you don't do this or that, I guess. That's really how, as best as I could put it. So that's really all I got on that. But next question up, let's see here. Sorry, I have to pause the game. Okay, next question is from Godzilla Mania XX. Now, this guy has been a very loyal subscriber to my channel. He pretty much writes in almost every one of my videos. Thank you, dude, for the support, whoever you are. I really appreciate it. But he writes, why don't you make more gaming videos? Well, I did say I was going to do gaming videos, but the reason I haven't posted any gameplay footage is because a lot of people already do it, and gaming is technically, I guess you could say, the whole recording a video with game audio footage is slowly dying off. I don't think I want to keep doing it, but at the same time, I wouldn't, limit myself to not do it. I just don't have the time, and I'm being really honest. I'm not trying to, sound mean or anything. I just don't have the time. So that's why I don't post any gameplay, but I do game news and everything like that. Like I always say before. God damn, these freaking villains. Also, P.S. This game is really amazing. I'm not even lying, guys. If any of you have a PS4, you need to get Spider-Man PS4. This is like, even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, just get the game. You'll know more about the character when you get it. But obviously, as you can see, I suck. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna post a few gameplays here and there. But it just all comes down to if people watch it. It doesn't matter if I post it, but if people aren't watching it and if they're not, into it, then I'm not gonna put it out there. I'm just being really honest right now, guys. So I thank you for your question, but yes, that's the reason that I haven't been putting out any gameplay because I don't know if people will watch it or if they'll get into it. And that's starting a whole other, fan base, like people watching gaming videos and stuff. So I've already been divided as it is. But next up, we have here Skyfall. Skyfall writes, why do most of your videos contain no editing? I don't know what you mean by that, but I mean, I try my best to edit my videos. I mean, I obviously, it's not perfect. I'm not going to say I sit here and make perfect videos, but I try my best. I'm not going to sit here. The only reason that I don't have proper editing, if you're thinking of that, is because I don't have the money to afford, like, Adobe, that's what I said, After Effects or anything like that. I just use iMovie for the most part of it. That's all I use. But one day I do hope, with the, by the grace of God, if I am able to do it, I could definitely, build myself up and get more proper editing. So I will try my best. I just gotta pause the game, gotta read the next question. Sorry about this, because the game is actually really good. Next up, Pamela 561 writes, are you going to go see Venom if it's rated PG-13? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'll probably watch it on TV, but I won't go out of my way to, waste money. Now, I'm not saying the movie's gonna suck right away. If it's rated PG-13, I mean, what's the point of me going around, going to see this movie? Because they promised they were gonna do a hard R, like, a hard R. They were gonna do it, and I don't know why they didn't do it, but if they want to collaborate, yeah. But maybe somewhere. It really depends. I don't know, but I may see it. But at the stage that I'm feeling right now, I just don't know if I want to see it because of what's going on with this whole situation with Sony, and I don't know. It's confusing. So I don't think I will be seeing it. Next question. All right. Here, Drew Verisver says, what do you prefer? Rockstar's, wait. Oh, he's talking about GTA. What do you prefer? GTA or the Spider-Man game? Very, very tough question. Very, very tough. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's an easy question, because I play GTA almost all the time. But I've only been playing Spider-Man for about a few days, and from what I can tell you, I'm sorry, I just pulled up the stream. But from what I can tell you, the game is really, really good. I don't have any hate towards it. If anything, I think this game is really good. In terms, though, of GTA, I would probably go for GTA because, GTA is more... Oh my goodness, I'm sucking right now. But, nah, I would go with GTA. But Spider-Man will probably grow on me because this is a single-player game. GTA, you have an online... it has an online mode and everything. Alright. Next question from Paranoid Aruza. He writes, why do you always bash Android? Okay. I obviously felt that this question was coming. Well, I'm here to tell you I don't do it on purpose. I'm not bashing them. It's just, look, when you make a company like Android, like companies, and they're making phones that look exactly like iPhones and stuff, it's really hard to, say that they're original when they're just stealing the design of the iPhone. It's pathetic. So in a way, it's like, yeah, but it could have been better. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have an answer. But other than that, I really am not bashing them. I'm just stating the obvious facts as to why I don't prefer Android over freaking Apple. But again, I respect the company, just saying. A few more questions and then I think I'll end this because there is not a lot of people watching, but that's okay because maybe next live stream, if you guys want, you can watch the next one. I'll probably spread that one out more. But next I got two more questions. I gotta pause the game because I'm literally getting distracted. Nick MVP writes, are you planning to go to WrestleMania again? I think I already answered this question. Yes, I am planning to go to WrestleMania. I plan to go with my best friend David, who is, I believe, watching the chat. David, if you're in the chat, you can write a comment down. I want to see what you have to say. Let me hear what you got to say. But yes, I am going with him. We're going to have a great time, and, I look forward to it. Now I got to focus on here. Boom. Next up, this is the final question, and then I think I'll end the podcast. Not podcast, I'm sorry, guys. I think I'll end the live stream. Final question comes from Bert Claude. He says here, what does he say here? If you had to tell a YouTuber, give them advice. Oh, shit. If you had to give a YouTuber advice on making videos, what would that advice be? Stick to one topic, meaning like try to make the content like stick original. Like if you're solely gonna make a video about, if you're gonna make a video solely about, I believe like anything like sports, gaming, or anything like that. If you're gonna make a video like that, just stick to it. Don't try to go in different directions. Don't try to make more than one content like I do, because I think that that's have a division between the audience, because it's not one solid audience. But I think I prefer that, having more than one person. But yeah, my advice, stick to one thing and be good at it. And that's about it. Well, I was really hoping that this live stream had turned out good. I really wish more people had joined, but I understand if people didn't know what was happening or anything, and I'm not gonna, make a big deal out of this. So my advice in general is to myself. I'm sorry, what am I saying? My advice. I was meant to say was, personally, if I do another live stream, I will probably spread it out a little longer so you guys are aware. But yes, that is the live Q&A. I'm going to leave it up. I don't know if it'll be copyrighted or not. If it gets copyrighted, that's it, but you guys can rewatch it to see if your questions have been answered. If you have any other additional questions, you can write them down in the comments. But thank you guys for watching, or for anybody that watched. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to come and watch the podcast. My God, podcast. The live stream. I'm going to end this off with Spider-Man swinging around. I will have another live Q&A. As a matter of fact, I will be having a live interview with the help of Mike. If you watch this on October 3rd, I will be having another one. So mark your calendars down for that. I'll be having another live gameplay. I think that's more than enough time. I will also try to get Tony Booze back, try to get TK Miller, or the Notorious Cookie Pimp. I will try to get more and more people to come in. But that's about it. And if anybody watches this, and if you want to ask any questions, I will have more. But October 3rd is the next live session. It will probably be another Q&A, but I'll also try to get more people in it. But thank you guys for watching this live stream. I really, really appreciate it if you checked it out. Thank you guys also for submitting your questions. It makes me feel really happy that you guys were able to do this. Once again, if you want some questions answered that you didn't see in this video, you're more than welcome to write it down, and I will feature them in the next live Q&A. I'm going to skip this cinematic shot because I just want to get swinging around already. So, point and cross. If you have any questions you haven't watched already, or if you haven't submitted, you can go right ahead. David, I know you asked about the Giant game, but if you have any other questions you want to ask me for the next thing, you are more than welcome to write it down. And also, I just got to say, I love the swinging in this game. It is really amazing because it makes you feel like Spider-Man. That's the best way I can put it. So, that's it for the podcast. Thank you guys for checking it out. I really appreciate it if you managed to watch the whole thing. I'm going to scale this real building. But again, October 3rd, I'll be making more videos. We're still hoping to get with Bomber, the guy who was nominated for the next wrestling podcast. We're still trying to work out with him. I'm pretty much just delaying the ending just so I can finish scaling this building. I believe this is supposed to be their version of the Freedom Tower, but I think they don't want to, go too political or anything like that. Well, not political, but they want to keep it, original. But this is probably their version of the Freedom Tower. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have, again, any questions, check them out. That's going to do it. Thanks for listening. And now it's time to jump off this building, and then I will officially end the podcast. I know. I have literally wasted you guys' time, but I just wanted to do this. Come on. Let's be honest. Who doesn't want to see Spider-Man do this? That momentum build up, and boom! So that's it. Thanks for tuning. This has been my live Q&A, and thank you. So,